me, Daily, and welcome back to my channel. Yeah, today I'm going to be doing my September TBR, and I'm going to switch things up a little bit. I think this is going to be the new way of doing things because, don't get me wrong, I'm so appreciative of all the books I have, and I'm so grateful to have the books I have in my collection. But there's so many that I need to get to in my collection that I decided that most of the books I try and pick up are ones that are more new in my collection, and I want to not forget about the books from way back, you know? I'm going to be drawing out of this shoebox. I'm going to draw like six books or something, like 5, 6, because the way the summer's been going, I've been reading about 5 books every month, which is really good for me. But during school, I'm not expecting to get that much done, especially considering, you know, I'll be doing a lot of other things. Let's just get started. I'm sorry it's in an ugly shoebox, but it is On. And On is a really good brand of shoe. I'm not gonna look. The more recent ones are on notebook paper, and the older ones are on like thicker notebook paper. I don't know how to explain it. So the first one, it's a long title. What is it? Why I'm no longer talking to white people about race. Wait, I was just thinking this too. I need to get to more books about race because I feel like I read one and then I haven't really picked one up since. But yeah, I have Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race, exploring everything from eradicated black history to the political purpose of white dominance, from whitewash feminism to the inextricable link between class and race. Etta Lodge offers a timely and essential new framework for how to see, acknowledge, and encounter racism. Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race is an essential handbook for anyone looking to understand how structural racism works. That's what I'm looking for. I want to learn more about it. You know, I am not super aware of everything that goes on, and when I first read, what is it? When They Call You a Terrorist, I learned so much information, and I only want to keep expanding on that. So I'm really happy I drew Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race from the pile in the book box, shoebox thing, because I'm really looking forward to learning more about the history and what goes on in the world today. I'm not very knowledgeable when it comes to things like this, and that's exactly why I want to do reading, to make myself more aware of what goes on in the world. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm happy I chose this one. We're gonna go to the next one. This one seems thicker. It's got ketchup on it, so I know that it's an older one. I had a plate. My dog Marley, she got to it, and ketchup spilled all over my... You can see it. Can you see the ketchup? Anyway, what is the book? The crossover! Yes! The crossover graphic novel. Ah, yes! This is by Kwame Alexander. I've been wanting to read this for so long. I think I got it for Christmas. I'm really excited because I read the original book by Kwame Alexander, and there's like 3 awards on 3 awards on it or something like that, and it's such an incredible book. I've read a lot of his other books as well. The original was so good, and I'm only assuming that with the graphics, or like with the photos, the images in here, illustrations, whatever you want to say, I have a feeling it's going to be just as great, if not better. So I'm so looking forward to this. I kind of forget what the whole concept is, but I know it's basketball, like themed, a lot of basketball stuff, which I'm not a basketball fan, but the first one was incredible. And I read Booked, which is a soccer one, and I read Swing, which is about jazz and baseball, so I'm sure I'll like this. But yeah, so I'm so looking forward to this. Yes, I'm so excited. And I feel like he's so underrated because his books are so well written, and I feel like no one talks about him, you know? I know I don't have that many booktube friends, but when I ask people if they've read Kwame Alexander, they say I've never even heard of that guy. So I just feel like he needs to be so much more recognized because his books are so good. Third book. This one feels thin, so it's a new one. Also, it's in red pens, so... Oh! It's The Trail. It's a middle grade. That's right here. It's pretty short, too. I've wanted to read this one for a while, so, like, I'm fine with that. It's The Trail, and this is by Make a Hashimoto. Toby has to finish the final thing on the list. It's a list of brave, daring, totally awesome things that he and his best friend Lucas plan to do together, and now the only item left is to hike the Appalachian Trail. But now Lucas isn't there to do it with him. Toby's determined to hike the trail alone and fulfill their pact, which means dealing with the little things, the blisters, the heat, the hunger, and the big things, the bears, the loneliness, and the memories. When the storm comes, Toby finds himself tangled up in someone else's mess. Two boys desperately need his help, but does Toby have any help to give? The trail is a remarkable story of physical survival and true friendship about a boy who's determined to forge his own path and to survive. It just sounds good. And that's why I got it I got it a few years, like probably 4 years ago I got this book, and I just have so many middle grades I have yet to get to. Yeah, I didn't realize that there were two boys desperately needing his help, but I'm excited. Also, it's short, so I'm sure I'll be able to get to it. I'm glad I'm picking like good books, because these are all books I've been interested in for a while, and I just haven't picked up yet. This one seems thinner again. It's a long title, I think. Hans Christian Andersen's Fairy Tales. This is a classic, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of nervous for it because it's like a fairy tale book, and I started a Grimm's Complete Fairy Tale book, and it was interesting. I never finished it though. I only got like 20 pages in because there's so many of them. Here it is. It's such a cute book though. Like, look at the cover. It's so colorful. Enjoy 12 timeless tales from a magical storyteller. This enchanting book contains 12 of Hans Christian Andersen's magnificent stories. It includes Thumbelina, about the little girl no more than a thumb joint high, The Emperor's New Clothes, a tale of a man who cares only for his appearance, and The Little Mermaid, the stories of a mermaid who longs to one day marry a human prince. These are delightful tales for everyone to enjoy. Anyway, this looks pretty interesting. The tales in here I am familiar with, I guess some of them. Yes, definitely The Ugly Duckling and Thumbelina and The Little Mermaid. I'm definitely aware. I've heard of those before. And the cover looks adorable. I hope I get to it because I want to read more classics considering how many I have. I'm trying to pick some thick ones because the thick ones are the ones that are older titles. I kind of already have older books in my collection on here already, but what is this? Cuckoo Song. At least it's a spooky book, you know? I want spooky books. This one I think has small words on it though. Oh my god, are the words ever so tiny? I don't really know what it's about, so let me read the back. Following a mysterious accident that left her sopping wet, Triss awakens to a world that's eerily off-kilter. Her memories are muddled, her sister despises her, pages have been stolen from her private journal, and her appetite is insatiable. Confusion quickly turns to dread as she begins to see and hear things she shouldn't. Her dolls reveal themselves to be deceitful living creatures. She is suddenly and inexplicably afraid of scissors, and when she brushes her hair, out sprinkle crumbled fragments of leaves. Then she stumbles across evidence that her beloved brother, killed in the war, is actually alive, and she begins to suspect that the secrets lurking within her home are even more shocking than her twisted new reality. Is Triss going mad, or did the accident trigger a nightmarish chain of events? In her quest to learn the truth, Triss ventures from the shelter of her parents' protective wings into the city's underbelly. There she encounters strange creatures whose grand schemes could forever alter the fates of her family. This is kind of spooky. I have a feeling it's a lot of family connections, maybe. But the words on the pages are, in my opinion, small. Just in my opinion. I feel like there's a lot of words on the page, which I'm not very good at doing, especially if the chapters are long, which, looking at it right now, they kind of look long. But it's so, like, you can hear that, right? I have a feeling the spine is going to crack when I read it, because to open it, you have to, like, really get at it. I kind of already cracked it there. I don't know if I'll get to that one. I really hope I do. Especially with school. Is this a thick one? Yeah, it is. This is like an older copy. Cuckoo Song is way old to me because I've had it in my books for like ever. What is this? Oh my god. Oh! That's a chunker! This is a really thick historical fiction. And historical fiction isn't necessarily my favorite. I don't know if I'll get to this, but maybe I will. Is this World War II? Yes, it is. Okay. With courage, grace, and powerful insight, best-selling author Kristen Hanna captures the epic panorama of World War II and illuminates an intimate part of history seldom seen, the Women's War. The Nightingale tells the stories of two sisters separated by years and experience, by ideals, passions, and circumstance, each embarking on their own dangerous path toward survival, love, and freedom in German-occupied, war-torn France. A heartbreakingly beautiful novel that celebrates the resilience of the human spirit and the durability of woman. It is a novel for everyone, a novel for a lifetime. The words are pretty large, so I think I can do it. I hope I do it, because, like, if I don't, I'm gonna be sad, because I don't know when I'll get to this book, but if I get to it now, I feel like that's really good for me. I am looking forward to this. I'm nervous, though. I just read a World War II, I think. Yeah, it was World War II. I just read a World War II historical fiction, like a couple days ago. I just finished it. It's Sisters in Arms. It was really, really good. Like I said, I'm not a huge fan of historical fiction, but I've had this one for kind of a long time, and I think it's about time I get to it sometime soon, and if I don't get to it now, I don't know when I'll get to it. But, you know, there's probably got to be some free time I'll have, like, on the weekends, or if I really, really like it, maybe I can get through it, you know? So I really hope I get to the selection here. Here's the selection here. I had a really fun time doing this, and I hope that this pushes me out of my comfort zone. I have a lot of really good options here that I've heard great things about, that I'm not too sure about, but I want to explore that. I'm going to try and get to all of these books in the month of September. I really hope I can do it. Thank you for watching today's video. I'll see you next time on my channel. Bye!
Maybe